Testing, 1, 2.
I like peanuts. I do. They're delicious.
All right, I'm testing my microphone here. Everybody, please let me know if they can hear us.
The master of ceremony.
We've got C Farsight and JCG Gresswell. Welcome. Please let us know if the sound is okay. I'm on the mic over here by the table, which I'll be muting shortly. And we've got the two players mic'd as well, so we try and swap back and forth. Welcome to CanHammer, everybody. Your source for 40K from the Great White North. We have Grudge Match. Grudge Match, I think, number 1, because I think it's actually kind of cool to put a little bit of, not fluff, but put a little bit of, like, backstory between the players. And so, for the first time in a long time, no custodies. And we have Francois versus Matthew. It's a grudge match because Francois beat Matthew at P&P recently. It's a grudge match because they're on the same team for CanHammer team, and they both want to play Marines, and Francois is the captain. So it's a grudge match for a bunch of reasons, and also it's a fluffy grudge match to show which Marines chapter is, in fact, the best. So with that in mind, we have 2 hard-hitting lists tonight, and we're going to watch them go at it. So we were playing ITC Mission 1, which is Seize Ground. You see the 6 objectives set up on the table, and if you hold 5, that is the bonus. We have a Dawn of War deployment, so Longwise, and Francois is at the bottom of your table, and Matthew's at the top. And Francois is going to start deploying, and we'll probably get the +1. Is that right, guys?
Yeah, I have fewer jobs.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. We haven't started deploying yet. Francois, secondaries is he's the home team, so his secondaries are at the top on the screen there. Butchers, Recon, and Gang, which I think are all very reasonable picks. And Matthew has Recon, Headhunter, and Old School. So we'll see if he can get that first strike. It would be really weird if that was like the margin of victory.
It was pretty close last time.
Exactly. So we'll see. And we are just about ready to get started. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go off the mic here, and we'll let these guys talk out their deployment as they deploy. So here we go.
Okay. Drop number 1, plane in this corner.
Gorgeous.
I revealed nothing.
So what's your strategy, guys?
Play super cagey and not force the alpha strike is already.
Like your deployment.
Oh.
Why'd you put your plane over there?
So the planes, basically I'm putting the planes both sides, and I'll put one in the middle just because it doesn't really matter where the planes are for turn 1. I could use them to screen, but my plan is actually to spread out my army, not give him a single point of assault to drop his aggressors or his centurions. Because once those things are committed, they're not that fast. Okay. So if I can spread my threats, well, once he's committed, then maybe I can react to that. So plane number 1 in this corner.
What's your strategy, Matthew?
I'm going to try and grab the objectives, set up to grab Recon as soon as I can, and try and see where I can get in and just slap the living taste out of him. Just poke around, essentially.
Okay.
So, quick question for the purpose of cover an inch away, or it has to be physically on it, like in this situation?
If you're touching.
Gorgeous.
Touching is
Fabulous.
fine.
You guys are used to our like.
Yeah, so this blocks and this blocks.
Absolutely.
I've gone, so at the last 2 PNPs, I have gone second in every single one of my 8 games. So I'm really hoping to go first today.
Including against me.
Including against you, that's true. All right, so plane number 2 will go, you know what, actually here.
Gorgeous.
So I've got 3 down, you have 1, 2, oh, you're 1 behind.
Dang, that
Keep up, Matthew.
You need to slow down, Jimmy.
Keep up.
No.
So it's Darren here again. So they're just deploying here. So Francois' general strategy is to spread out so that he can't get a concerted Ravenguard strike in any one part of the board, which I think is fairly smart. Matthew has to commit, and once he's committed, those dudes are not particularly fast, the aggressors and the Centurions specifically. Centurions will only move 4 or 5, something pretty slow. 4, so that's pretty slow. So that's a good strategy. The other problem with that is that things can get wrapped. So we'll see. Francois certainly has a lot of wrap bait, 6 intercessor units. Although it's kind of gets hard to wrap Marines because they have so many attacks, and and then of course Matthew's got to think about the flyers, which he can shoot down, but he can't really interact with in the combat phase except for the smash captain. So that's another thing to consider. Matthew's deploying as far forward basically as he can, get on the objectives, get his recon early, score early before he starts to lose things, which I think is cool. He should be careful not to give up too many kills. And he's going to have to take out those planes first and foremost and eat some thunderfire while he's waiting. And while there's a lot of terrain on this table, this deployment type actually limits the effective terrain if you're playing straight on. If you turn it to a Vanguard or to a Hammer and Anvil, it works more in your favor. So maybe that's something that Matthew can consider. Yeah, but the repulsor is pretty strong in this kind of setup because it's hard to hide from it. So if I was playing the Custodians in this matchup, I would try and turn it into a Vanguard or into a Hammer and Anvil and use the big runes to my advantage. To answer your question, Durgood, these are objective markers made for us by our boys at DreamT, DreamTee. They make all of our stuff, and they made these nice objective markers. Actually, for whatever reason, we just sold 5 sets of them this week to as far away as Russia. So that's pretty cool.
They want to counterfeit them.
Yeah, they can just make them, But yes, we appreciate.
I'll be ordering a set.
We appreciate people buying our objective mark. We don't make any money off of it, but it's kind of cool that the CanHammer symbol is all over the world. So I think that's what's going to happen here. So we'll see how it goes. I think one misstep by Matthew, and he's going to feel it up the butt. Whereas I think that Francois has reserve, and by spreading himself out, he might make it difficult. Although Matthew, you got stratagems to move around after you're down. Redeploy? Okay, so you have ways of moving around. So, yeah. And, of course, they have so many bonuses to charge. So, should be a super interesting game as long as they're not reckless. So, all right, so there's Centurions going to Deep Strike, obviously. The aggressors will probably go in Deep Strike, although you might not need it in this deployment, to be honest. And Francois, of course, has to put everything down. Okay, we're going to go back to the players. I'll be back.
Here.
Aggressors down there. They're not going to stay there, though. I know that.
No.
Okay, so these guys are in the tank.
Absolutely.
Right, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 unit of intercessors as well as a techmarine. Just because I couldn't quite decide where they were going to go. So, all right, Ferrios is going to go inside this. Nah, not yet. Not yet, Ferrios. We're going to do the big unit. So, interestingly enough, what I think I'm going to
So it's me again. I like to talk. So, interesting list tech from Francois, who's got the requisite flyers, a single repulsor for the Ironstone, and of course the triple thunderfire. No eliminators or infiltrators, so infiltrators might be useful in this matchup, but I think they're generally pretty useful. But yeah, he's running 30 intercessors with the stalker rifles, 35, which of course are -3 AP in this ridiculous chapter. So there's some serious firepower coming from the troop slot there. So that's an interesting tech. Matthew's list is pretty straightforward. Probably the aggressors synergize slightly less than another group of centurions, but still aggressors are very good, and of course they're power fisty. And of course, aggressors always being they're pretty good if you can get them into position, and Ravenguard are the chapter who can do that. I don't really like his scouts. I think they're easy kills. But you can try and replace them at some point. Not running his 27 attack chapter master this time like he hit me with last time. Was it you hit me with 27 attacks? Oh, that was Cody. Yeah. I'm still feeling that. So interesting lists, slightly new tech, which is cool. So we'll come back.
Put a lieutenant kind of hiding in here, inside the building. Okay.
Smash Captain in Deep Strike.
Roger.
Roger, roger. Oh god, I hate myself for that one.
Another thunderfire here and here. I'll hide the techmarine behind this thing.
Lieutenant over there.
Roger.
Yeah, I'm having mixed feelings about scouts myself. They're interesting, but the cloaks is what's got me really curious.
Okay, Ferrios here. And I'm down to just these left after that.
I have 5 drops after this.
Yep.
Eliminators over here.
So intercessors can actually act on their own pretty well. So I'm going to put backline the big unit right here, keep it safe, and then the plan is to move it wherever I need it to go. If it's out of range turn 1, that's okay, as long as it stays safe. Because if you drop your aggressors here, actually they still will be in range, so that's not good. I'm going to make sure they're in cover. I'm going to put them here.
Gorgeous.
Because if the aggressors come down, cover might help me survive that. I am actually quite concerned about these aggressors, because I know that they're going to appear in my face somewhere.
But where?
Well, actually, I'm doing something I said I wouldn't do. I'm actually castling a little bit harder. Yeah.
Castled.
Well, I do have stuff over there,
Yeah.
which, again, if he commits there, I'm fine with it. So, and if he doesn't, then this side of the board can start moving.
This is true.
I changed my mind mid-deployment.
This is very true.
All right, I'm just going to make sure these guys are like in the right spot, but you can finish deploying because that's where they're going to go.
Fabulous, fabulous.
This terrain is gorgeous, but it's a little hard to position your models as you... There we go. We're good.
Coolio and the gang.
Because I think I've been so burned by going second every single game that now I'm planning for the second turn.
You're just bitter about it now.
I gotta be in cover. I'm gonna die.
We have plans to go second.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right, so these guys are going to be underneath.
Right. So they actually fit pretty easily.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay, never mind. Ignore
I mean, you can put them there if you want, but there's
Nah.
plenty of room. That's like the one building. There's
Yeah,
actually
actually.
room.
This and this. And we're putting...
I am getting some new
I mean, these are gorgeous. They're fun to play on.
yeah. I quite enjoy them.
But of course, if you got like the London GD kind of pack with the L's, it's a little bit more straightforward.
Alright, this one is a bit awkward to put in. He's going to be in the
Yeah,
corner
yeah, yeah.
right
But we
underneath.
know that he's on the bottom.
Take it away. So, oh,
No
yeah,
worries.
no, you're done.
I'm done, yeah.
Again, Chapter Master is going to be underneath there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we're ending deployment here, please. So Francois has deployed a thunderfire and intercessors here with one unit. He's got 2 units of intercessors over here, and then the castle ended up castling in the end. So 2 planes over here, the repulsor, all the characters on the intercessors over here. Matthew has put infiltrators, scouts,
aggressor blob.
Aggressor blob.
and a thunderfire.
Over there with the thunderfire. Some more infiltrators and scouts, and some more scouts there, and scouts and eliminators and stuff in that corner. Okay, so let's roll. Francois gets the +1. Here we go.
I roll a 7.
Oh.
I'm gonna see if I can seize.
All
That's
right.
the best I
Wait,
can.
you want to go first, I presume?
I wanna go
Francois?
first, yes.
Okay.
Oh, so close.
Okay,
It
so-
winked at me. I saw it
Yeah.
for a second.
The Iron Hands, turn 1, coming up.
Yeah, it used to be that going second was sometimes better. With how much firepower I've got, though, going first is a no-brainer.
So before you do that, bad boy, I'm
Yes,
gonna
sir.
use Master of Ambush.
Do your pre-deployment, redeployment.
I'm going to spend a. No CP used. Take them, pick them up.
All right. So Francois gets first turn. You won the roll off, just in case the stream is unaware. So basically, there's thunderfires and intercessors and a plane in the bottom left. Two intercessors in the middle on the bottom, and all the rest on the bottom right. And Matthew has basically spread out his infiltrators and scouts all throughout the middle of the table, and now he's using his reposition to move his aggressors right up into position there for some reason.
Friendly piece of advice: make sure my tank can't see them because they will be.
Yeah, tank can't see you after moving. So being pretty aggressive with those aggressors right now, because of course if he doesn't move them now, they're stuck at the back. So there you go.
Move them for sure. So he's got a couple options. That's not a bad spot.
So Francois is going to take first turn, and we'll be back.
Denk je gaan we zo best messen?
There's a chance they're still going to be dead after turn 1,
Most likely. Just give them
but that's the best spot you can put them in, probably.
see what we can do.
Okay, so outside of 12, you -1 to hit.
Yes, sir.
So I need to make sure my planes. So minimum move puts this plane here. Now I do want to get my recon, so I'm going to.
Forgot to roll for litanies.
All right, do it now.
You have to do yours too, Francois.
I don't have litanies.
Nope, just
Oh,
me.
you don't have a chaplain?
I don't have a chaplain.
You don't need a chaplain.
No, I
Goes
don't
off
need
on
a
the
chaplain.
3.
So actually, I'm gonna
Use gods when you've got dice.
I'm gonna put this plane there,
Yes, sir.
so he can count on whatever corner I want him to count.
He can pew pew a little bit of everything.
Exactly.
I think yours is out of battery, so.
Mine's good. Is your
Yeah, mine's
your
going
red
red.
light is on. The red light is on. I'm going to move this plane like this. So that would be actually it needs to go just a smidge further.
Thank you, Cannon.
Matthew is
So
back.
now
Here we are.
I'm within 12 here. I'm within 12 here. I'm in this stable quarter. This stable quarter.
Yeah, definitely within 12.
So these intercessors are just going to pop out through the ruin. Here.
Going all in.
Well, just with this squad. I'm going to make sure I get a hold, so I'm just going to touch the terrain there. I'm not going to even try for hold more until like a turn or two is gone, because that's not possible. This guy, I guess some snipers can see him, so he's going to go around his cannon and go hide here. He's still going to be visible to these guys, but hopefully they're going to be gone. These guys are going to just, again, touch the terrain. Make sure they have a target. That's at a 12, but that's okay. The tank,
Because these guys should be within 12. Definitely within 12.
move here, just a couple inches. Like that. He's got targets here, targets there.
Definitely without
Not
outside.
out of range of the grenades, but within range of everything else. So that's Okay, even the stone bolters will be in range. Squad inside will stay inside for now. So will the techmarine actually, because I don't need him to be out.
Alright.
By the way, the Ferrios ability to give 2 a ballistic skill is always on the tank unless I say
Absolutely.
otherwise.
On movements. Everything just shifting around a little bit to get some firing lane. These guys moving around. This jet is moved over there for recon. That jet moved to the middle. These aggressors redeployed into the middle here, so they're going to eat some jet fire. And these intercessors are moved up here. These guys stay safe. Everything back here just shifting around a little bit to get firing lanes down onto these units here, these infiltrators here, and those units at the back there, ripe for the picking. So, could be some death coming here. Maybe Francois will not kill everything right off the bat to make it, butchery.
Well, I need to save some units for my butcher's bill.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we're going to come back at the end.
This plane still needs to move.
Oh yeah, that plane still needs to move. So it's gonna shoot forward.
So yeah, he needs to just go.
So we'll come back at the end of Iron Hands turn 1.
Actually, this plane is gonna give me more firepower on the aggressors. Okay, let's start. I don't have a psychic phase, so let's just start shooting. And we are going to spend 2 CP to double tap a thunderfire cannon, and then 1 more to give this thunderfire cannon tremor shells.
Okay, so we're on the 8.
I would be on 8, but I have CP farming, so I'm actually on 9, because I get 1 back. Because what I'm going to do is, just in case I don't kill the aggressors, I'm going to tremor shell them to make sure that their charge is going to be
As minimal as possible.
As minimal as possible.
Absolutely.
So we're going to start with this plane on the aggressors.
So I'm gonna spend 2 CP to transhuman physiology.
Of
then?
course you are.
Transhuman.
Mhm.
You're down to 7.
So that's 12 shots from the assault cannons. 3s, rerolling 1s.
Transhuman.
A few 2s. There's a 1 to reroll. Nope. So this many hits.
God, that hurts me.
So now I'm wounding you on 4s. So that is
Way too many.
6 wounds at -2.
So 6 4-ups because they're in cover.
These 2 are not. So you need to do it separately.
This guy's not.
I mean, he's touching an objective, but not terrain.
Ah, damn it. All right.
So we'll say that this one is, but start with this one that's not in cover.
Absolutely. I'll just do them 2 at a time.
I mean, it's 1 damage, so.
Oh, all right. So
he takes 1 wound. He takes 2 wounds. He takes
He
3
out.
wounds. So this one is out. Now you're in cover.
4-ups.
And 1 wound.
Shocking.
Okay. Now the autocannons, you don't fly. These are the Icarus autocannons. You don't fly, so this is 4s, rerolling 1s. 2 hits. 4s. 2 wounds, -2.
2 4-ups.
This is 2 damage. So
So 1 dead dude.
And the missiles, 4s, rerolling 1s. 3 hits.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
1 wound, -2.
1 4-up.
Yes. Second plane, same thing.
Courageous, sir.
Alright. 3s, rerolling 1s. All hit. 4s. 5 at -2. So 5 4-ups.
All good.
Very nice.
Oh,
Yay.
Autocannons on the second plane.
This is the scary one.
This is 1 hit.
Nice.
Sorry, that's only 2 wound. That is not a wound because you transhumed.
Yes.
The missiles, that is 2 hits. That is 1 wound, -2. That's D3 damage. That's 2 damage.
I don't know.
Okay. So at this point, I will start with this thunderfire cannon into them.
Gorgeous.
43.
And these
that's-
are at -1 to hit.
3, yes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots. I'm in Chapter Master reroll range. So it's 4s, we're rerolling. That is 6 hits.
Beautiful.
4s to wound. Rerolling 1s for Lieutenant. That is 5 wounds, -2. No, sorry, 4 wounds, -2.
4-ups.
I keep forgetting about the transhuman.
2 go through.
So 2 damage. So this one dies, 1 wound carries over.
you would have tables already. All this -2 damage.
Second Thunderfire Cannon.
So gross.
That's the double tapping one. So you know what? I'll do both taps at the same time since there's no
Gorgeous.
point in wasting any time. So 8d3 shots. 3. Well, that's him double tapping for 2 CP.
Yeah.
So 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 shots. 12, 14, 17.
This is, by the way,
3s, re-rolling.
51 mile.
Thunderfires or 92?
92.
Yeah, but that's because it includes a 45-point techmarine.
16
Right.
hits. Force to wound.
It's actually only 50 points again.
Force to wound. Although once the cannon is dead, the techmarine doesn't really do much.
I can hold injected rings.
It's true. Okay, so that is
Okay,
going to be
even if it's 92 points.
re-rolling the
Okay.
ones. Oh, sorry, that's a 2. Re-rolling the ones. All right.
Even if it's 92
2,
points.
4, 6, 8, 9 more saves. 4 ups,
Jesus,
please.
Joseph and Mary
I
Lou
feel sorry
Redden.
for you at 92 points.
2, 5, 6.
6. One attack and a wound. So dead, and then 1 wound.
There you go, 92 points just took out like.
I have 1 more thunderfire cannon. This is the one that's got the tremor shells. Turns out I probably didn't need it, but it's always good to have insurance, right?
Yeah.
So the tremor shells gives me a -1 to wound you. Although I'm wounding you on 3s, which is back to 4, so it makes no difference. All right. I just need to hit you for the tremor shell to be active. That's
Which-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots. No rerolls here, but it is 3s rerolling 1s. Lots of 2s, but you are now tremored, and I've hit you 4 times. And I've wounded you 3 times at -2. He's dead.
Yeah. Oh
Alright.
my god.
Tremor shell's wasted, but I like to be sure.
That's unfortunate.
So that's the thunderfires fired, and these 2 planes fired. Now we're going to go to this plane. And so I've got my gangbusters. Now I got to try to go for my butcher. So I think the easiest thing to kill is probably the scouts over there, actually.
You know, about all your games.
You got 3.
No, but I got 3 out of it. The centurions still need to come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds over there in cover. But that's 6 wounds in cover. Same difference. So I'm going to go this plane, everything into these scouts.
Cool beans.
There consists with 12 shots.
Says Ravenguard is driving you crazy.
So they are within 12. So
Talk
we
to
hit on
Francois.
3s.
Apparently he has the secret
Charlie
recipe.
just has to play Iron Hands.
All right, that's 3s to wound.
Yep.
That's not
Nice.
good. 3 wounds, -2 on the scouts.
So in cover puts me at -1,
3s,
4.
2s, -2, 2s to 4s.
Just cancel it.
You have camos, right? So
Yeah.
4s.
1 dice.
So 1 dies. Now the autocannons, this is 4s rerolling 1s. 1 to hit. 3s, 1 wound, -2. 1 dies. Missiles, 4s, rerolling 1s. All hit. Oops, sorry.
Dang nabbit.
I haven't wounded yet. No
Oh.
wounds. 1. Look at that. Okay, so. Alright, I am within 36, so this unit of stalkers is going to shoot over there. Or, because it's damage 2, so. Bit of a waste to shoot it over there.
No, -1 to hit versus -1 to hit. It's essentially the debate.
Well, they are -1 to hit, right? Because they're Ravenguard. They're more than 12 away.
Yes, true.
So,
It's just I made a typo. Talk about the typo.
you know what? I'm going to go into the snipers. Because these scouts are probably not going to die at this point, so I'm just going to switch target and try and kill a sniper or 2. So it's going to be 4s, rerolling 1s. 3 hits. 4s. 2 wounds, -3.
So
that brings you up to 4s.
2 4-ups, yeah.
Yep.
But it's
It's
probably
pretty cocked.
Yeah, no,
It's
I'm not even
literally at a 45-degree angle.
Come on.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just fire the tank. Get a kill. So, tank is going to fire its little guns. So the onslaught, the heavy bolter, and the Icarus at these guys. The storm bolters, because they have no other target, will go there. So will the main gun.
Cool beans.
We'll start with the main gun because that's the fun one. So 4 shots, re-rolling, and he's ballistic skill 2 because of Ferrios.
So he's hitting on 3s.
So he hits 3 times. Now, strength 10, so
So
twos.
choose.
So 3 times at -5.
So
It's on them.
Oh, so how many damage apiece? Like minimum.
Like
3.
minimum 3.
So 3 damage.
So 3 dead. Yeah. On them, I also had the Stormbolters, so it's going to be 4 shots, 2 Stormbolters. Rerolled a 1 for the Chapter Master, 3 hits. So 1 wound, this time no AP.
No AP?
Hey!
Stormbolters! It's
Hey.
fine, there you go.
No AP.
Okay, now the smaller guns are going over there.
No marine stasis
So
thing.
the Heavy Bolter and the Onslaught are basically the same thing, hit and wound and AP, so I'm just going to throw them in the pile. So it's going to be 6 shots from the Heavy Bolter, 12 from the Onslaught, so it's going to be 18 shots. So 6, 8, 10, 12,
This was AP -5 the first
14,
gun?
Yeah, because it's
Jesus,
-4,
man.
but it's, you know,
Yeah. It's just a pain in the ass.
8, 12,
Things are not
16,
looking well, Johnny.
18. So 18 shots of the smaller guns. We need to do the Icarus separately because you don't fly, so
Yep.
so it's going to be 2s becoming 3s, but we're rolling for Chapter Master.
I mean, I believe I can fly.
Sing for me.
No, you have to pay.
Okay.
Chapter Masters definitely made things interesting.
Oh, Chapter Masters is so good. It's
Yeah.
like, I can't even imagine a situation where I wouldn't pay the 2 CP.
No, it's
All right, 3s to wound.
be costly, but just CP.
All right,
easy
woo,
guess.
that was a good roll. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 wounds at -2 on those snipers over
Like
there.
3 CP or 4 CP.
So basically you go back to 4s.
Full rerolls basically negates so many things.
11 4-ups?
Yep.
Fun. Safe to say they probably didn't make it.
1, 2, 3. Nah, they're all dead. Just though.
How many damage above?
1, but it's on them.
Oh, yeah, they go. They go.
Okay, my characters can't see anything. I do have 2 units of stalkers left. So the unit of 5 is going to go on these 2 guys over there. Rerolling Chapter Master. Oops, sorry, it was a 5. All hit. 4s. Rerolling the 1 Lieutenant. So that is 2 at -3 on these 2 surviving infiltrators.
So 2 5-ups?
Yep. Yeah, 1 dies.
Sergeant still alive?
Yeah. I was going to do something cute and spend 3 CP to snipe a character with the big unit of 10, but now I can't because I need to get my Butcher. Oh, actually, I would get the Butcher with the character if I killed it, obviously. So your Librarian's on the ground floor there. Well, no, because I can't stack it with Gangbusters, right?
Oh, yeah.
So everyone could see the Librarian, and it was on the ground floor, but there's a big hole right here. They're all in range. So because it's funny,
You're gonna
and
try
I
do
think
it?
it's actually a good move, I'm going to spend 3 CP, putting me down to 6. And I'm going to turn my Stalker bolt rifles into sniper rifles and hit the Librarian since he doesn't have an invuln. He does have a camo cloak, so we'll still have a 4-up.
Because, you know, Marines don't have enough snipers already.
So that'll be 10 shots.
So we need a stratagem now to let these guys snipe with -3 guns.
10 shots. 4 is rolling everything, Chapter Master. Oops. That's pretty cocked. 2 misses, so that's 8 hits.
Jesus, man. Joseph.
4 is to wound, rerolling 1s for the Lieutenant. Reroll that 1. Alright, so you take 6 wounds on your Librarian at -3.
6 at -3, so 6 5-ups.
Yep. No, you have a Karma Cloak, right?
Yes.
So
So
it'd be 4-ups.
still taking 4 damage.
Well, you've only rolled 4 dice. It's 6 dice.
Oh, damn it. He's probably dead.
No!
Nice.
Taking 4. He's alive on 1, right?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, well that didn't pan out for 3 CP, but it was worth a try. I do believe that's... Oh, I haven't fired these guys, actually.
Give it a shot.
The only valid target I have is these guys.
Yep.
And these guys can't see anything.
Let's
Wow.
see.
They hit once, they hit twice.
You're definitely within 12.
They wound twice. Yeah, that's fine, I didn't roll a 3 anyway.
Yeah.
2 wounds on these guys. -3. You're on a 2, so 5s. 2 dead infiltrators. Sorry. And that's my turn.
So you got your butcher's bill.
No. Did I?
1, 2. I've got to roll morale
Oh,
on
you
this
got to
guy.
roll morale, yeah, because you have 1 guy left. So,
So
if
I
you fail
lost
morale,
4?
I get it. Your leadership 8, so you're fine.
Yep.
So I don't get my butcher.
All right, Iron Hands, turn 1. Okay, so aggressors died to 2 jets and thunderfire shooting.
Yep.
That plane kind of
A
whiffed.
couple of dudes lost there, but nothing else. That unit of scouts
Gone.
way over there is gone. This unit is okay. That librarian here got sniped for 3 CP, but survived. 1 wound left. And that is it. So, at the end of turn 1, for Francois, the Iron Hands, he got his kill, got a hold. He didn't get butchers.
I do get 3 gangs and a recon.
3 gangs and a recon. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points for Francois. 6-0 for Iron Hands.
So
Can Matthew come back? Bottom of 1 for Ravenguard coming out.
I guess it was a very good turn. I would have liked to get my butcher, but it's still a really, really good turn.
I'm playing the world's smallest harmonica for you right now.
Yeah, 6 points for turn.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Especially since next turn is probably going to hurt me pretty hard. So,
Well, going first with my planes, I have the ability to basically go reach out and touch something I want gone, and your centurions are not here yet.
no.
So
they're going to be screened out pretty well because you're going to move these guys up.
because next turn what I'm going to do is the intercessors are all going to go.
Yeah, and you've left me nothing to snipe out.
All right, that's end of a brutal turn 1 for Iron Hands. Took out all the aggressors. I think it was a mistake to put them there, personally. I think you should have left them where they were, or deep strike them. I think putting them there was definitely a mistake. Yeah, or put them behind the far rune. But yeah, so that gave them up for nothing basically, and then lost a couple other units. I think maybe Matthew prioritized holding objectives more than just hiding. Really, he needed to hide, and because he's probably still gonna get hold more without being aggressive and putting people out onto objectives, especially since he has bottom of turn. Yeah, especially since his bottom of turn, he knows how many he needs to hold to get hold more, and then he can act on that information. So definitely a little bit too open for. Yeah, you can carry on, Matthew. A little bit too open with his deployment, and he's paid the price. So it's a big 6-point turn for Iron Hands. Just missed getting Butcher's Bill by 1 wound on the librarian. Spent 3 CP to make intercessor unit snipers, and just only did 4 damage on the librarian. I think it's okay. I don't. Yeah, no big deal. The librarian dies next turn.
The smart play was to get rid of that last guy, but it's rare that I get the opportunity to use the sniper strat, so I wanted to try it.
Yeah, Francois being silly. But yeah, so a good kill those aggressors straight up. The Centurions are not due for another turn at least, by which time he might well be dropping somewhere kind of useless. Thunderfires are stupid for 50 points. I mean, 4d3 shots, hitting on 2s, -2, 2 damage, full rerolls, rerolling the wound. Like, it's just out of line of sight. Have your movement, like they're just stupid for 50 points. And don't forget they are 50 points because the 40 something points is actually the free techmarine you get. So yeah, they're crazy. So we'll see what Matthew can do. What does Matthew need to do? I think he needs to hide. He needs to hide, see if he can take out those planes, which he's unlikely going to be able to do. Oh, he has a smash captain. So he can kill 1 plane. He needs to take out something here, at least get his kill anyway. And hide. That's what he needs to do, because the next turn is going to be brutal if he doesn't hide. And buy time to bring down the hitters. One of his hammers is gone, so he's going to have to play conservatively and go for the points. Okay, well, let's see. We'll take it back to the players. We'll be back.
This is tricky as hell. We're all on them. Good.
I don't think they could have failed. They only lost 2.
True. Nope, thank you, buddy.
I think in your list, I don't know that the infiltrators are giving you anything that you really need.
Yeah.
Because they're more expensive than intercessors. And sure, you can, move them up, but they make for good like backline objective holders as well.
Yeah.
Save a few points that way.
Yeah, I think I need to drop 1. But go here. Here's where I want to be.
Go on the other side of the wall so I don't see you.
Oh, yeah. That's about all I can do. Just gonna come up here.
Now that watch that librarian peril and kill himself.
You
I
have to be careful now, right? Because they'll want to move.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I think there's not a whole lot of movement I can do.
Yeah, because now I kind of own this half of the board.
Yeah.
But you can still, play for points. Get a kill. Make sure you get your old more. Get your first strike for old school. So you need to focus on getting one kill, and then solidifying your hold more, which you're on already. So.
Up. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
It's definitely out.
What do you want to shoot?
No, Ferrios is way too far.
Oh yeah. Ferrios is also surprisingly hard to kill, even with Ravenguard snipers, because he has 7 wounds, toughness 5, 2 up save, 5 up feel no pain, 5 up.
110
invuln.
points.
Well, he doesn't give the invuln to the tank anymore.
So he's still just as hard to kill as like.
So honestly, I'm taking him
points more.
in this list. I'm going Iron Hands and taking Ferrios because I'm going intercessor spam. I think the smart way to play Iron Hands is actually to go successor, and do master artisan and stealthy,
Obviously.
and not
That's what
play
everybody's doing.
Ferrios. But if you don't lose that much by going Iron Hands, because you still have the double wound track, you still get the Overwatch on 5, you still get the 6 up feel no pain, and you get access to Ferrios, which is still a beast. Like, he killed a knight in combat at he finished a knight. Obviously, he wasn't full, but he finished off a knight in combat at PNP this weekend.
110 points.
Let's see what we can do.
That's a jump chaplain.
Yes, sir.
Slaplin?
Jump Chaplain over there, jump Libby over here.
Ah, it's a jump Libby. Okay.
Yes, sir. Chapter Master's gonna move on up to the east side.
Okay, Ravenguard turn 2.
That's about all the movement I can do.
So these guys have kind of moved around.
Are you keeping your chapter master there?
The library, that got sniped out.
Yeah, he's just gonna move up.
Alright, these guys have moved
Okay.
to the other side of this building.
Actually, no.
Just because, yeah, as an FYI, if I kill these guys,
Yeah,
they're,
no,
they're the closest target now.
And
He's just
then
gonna move over onto the other side.
these guys moving around here, some scouts over here, and yeah, not much movement. Seems Matthew basically just needs to survive till the centurions can come down and try and kill one of these
I'm gonna run
planes.
the Chapter Master.
Oh, this jump librarian was over there, I think.
Yep.
There was a jump dude over here. Where'd he go?
Yeah, good question.
The Slaplin's over
Oh,
here.
the slash one is over here. Okay.
And the jump captain. Where
The
did
jump
he go?
captain was in space.
Oh, in space, of course.
Okay, cool. So let's see what Matthew can do in his first turn. We'll be back at the end of Ravenguard turn 1.
His very best. Alrighty.
Okay.
So, we're on spells.
Psychic.
Oogie Boogies.
All right, do you think?
So, hell with it. Tenebra's Curse that thing.
That's no Overwatch?
No, flying. No, Tenebra's Curse is the Phobos stuff.
Reduce movement, but I fly, so that's
Yeah,
not going to
no
work,
flying.
right?
Nothing on flying.
Yeah.
I can do... Christ. I'm going to smite it.
You can kill yourself.
I can. And I didn't.
That's a smite. All right, roll the damage. 3. All right, feel no pains. I take 3 damage, down to 7. That was on this plane.
This one right here.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was...
Smite.
Where the hell is my 7? There we go.
And now Mind Raid.
Okay.
On a 6.
No.
Definitely does not have him, but it's not a peril, so I'll take that.
Yep.
Enveloping Darkness on this one.
That's the no Overwatch, right?
Yes, sir. And
Okay.
-1 to hit.
6. Does it go off on a 6 or a 7?
Check. 7, I believe.
I mean,
wanna
it could
say
be a 6, so double check.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 7. So I'm gonna spend a CP for that
Okay.
because it was just needed to get the 1 out of there.
Yep. And you get it off. So at this point, I will spend a CP.
I actually get an 11. Yeah. of
Doesn't
course.
matter because I'm
No.
spending a CP for Souls of Iron, which lets me dispel one of your psychic powers on a 4-up. And it just needs to be within 24 of an Iron Hands unit, which this plane is. So on a 4-up, the power doesn't go off. And the power does not go off on a 6.
I am both shocked.
We just get
and
all the
stunned.
toys.
Yeah, shocked and stunned.
I mean, especially with a CP reroll, that's like a 75% guaranteed deny. It's so good. And I definitely want to Overwatch with this plane.
Yeah, Shadow Step
Yeah,
goes off.
that does go off, yeah. Like, nothing I can do about that.
Yep, so he's just gonna get himself the fuck out of there.
Goodbye.
You're good over there. Actually,
Yeah, because if you charge him in the plane, what I do at that point is spend another CP, Overwatch you on 4, and kill you in the incoming.
gorgeous. So I believe that's all the psychic I can do. So I might as well do all the shooting I can do. 5 snipers are gonna go into him.
Okay.
Okay, so Matthew's movement phase was pretty conservative, just basically giving up the right half of the board to Francois, and moving his things that were in that right center building there over towards the middle, and otherwise pretty conservative with everything else. Just needs to kill a jet, really needs to kill a jet this turn, or else it's going to be big trouble. And just trying to hide. So then Psychic Phase did 3 damage to that top jet there with a smite, and then he just tried to, was denied with a 4-up, because of course Iron Hands have that too. Deny with the 4-up, denied the shadow something power. And then the Librarian shadow stepped himself all the way across to that top right objective there to run away. So anyway, he's not safe there anyway. All that jet needs to do is fly over to the right and kill that Librarian. So, but so no Overwatch denial though. So there you go. And now onto the shooting phase. So we'll see what happens.
Kill no planes over.
Yeah, it's slightly frustrating.
On average, it gives me 15% more wounds than what I have in the army, right?
Eliminators, really.
No hits.
Thank God for Chapter Master.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s and Wounding on 4s, mortals on 5s.
That is a mortal and a wound. So let's
AP
shrug.
-2.
Let's try to shrug the mortal first. That goes through. Let's save. That is a save. So I take 1 wound down to 2. I am now degraded.
Oh my god.
You got eliminators and shit.
No, they've all fired
Oh,
already.
they've all fired?
Yeah, I haven't fired. I fired these dudes, those dudes, those dudes. 3 snipers just sitting with their hands up their asses. They all hit, and they're re-rolling ones to wound.
Yeah, that's 1 wound. That's a mortal, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so a mortal and a wound.
-1.
So let's try to save. That is not a save. So I take 2 wounds. I have 2 wounds remaining. Can I roll a 6? I cannot. Do I explode? I don't. I saw it for a second, but I don't. All right, that's your kill. You needed to do that. You almost didn't, but you got it.
And then consider. Oh,
Yes.
these.
You're thunderfire, yeah?
Yes,
Fire.
yes. I'm at 7 CP.
6.
6. He's got 7 wounds left.
Yep.
I'm about to spend 3 to double tap him. I have to do that. at the
Double
beginning
tap
of
is
shoot.
2.
Yeah, 3 and then 2 for double tap, 1 for tremor shells.
Yeah, but that wouldn't work on a flyer.
It would work on those.
Oh,
guys.
sure, yeah, if you want to do it on those guys. Then.
Nah, fuck it. 2 is good. 2 is good.
I mean, I really don't care if you slow these guys down.
Yeah, they're not moving anyway.
I mean, yeah, they'll move, but...
Speed is not the name of the game with
No.
them.
Double firing.
And yeah, it's obviously it's fine. We're having a friendly game, but it isn't indeed at the
Yeah, at the
beginning
beginning
of
of
the
the
phase.
phase. Yeah, I goofed on that one. It's
So 4's to hit. No, 3's to hit. Sorry, because it's 2's base.
3,
Yeah,
6,
what's with
12,
this 2's the base?
Oh no, sorry, that's the number of
15.
shots.
Thunderfire. Like, what's up with that?
19.
Does that
Alright.
really need to be changed?
19 shots. Yeah, and they have a 2-up save as well. And the thunderfire itself is toughness 6. The techmarine is toughness 4.
Stupid.
Yep.
And so this is on these intercessors, right?
I'm trying
Oh,
to
on
kill
the
this
plane.
thing.
Okay, on the plane. Yeah. So 3's to hit, because the -1. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And then 5's to
5's
wound.
to wound, indeed.
-2. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Four,
5. I
five.
can't.
Yep, that looks about right. So 5 ups, because we're still in devastated archer for you. I save 2, so that's 3 damage going through. 6 up shrug. Nope, takes 3 more, he's down to 4.
That's definitely outside 12.
I believe everything is fired on your
Yeah, I
side.
threw a grenade instead of shooting the plasma.
Yep.
So we're gonna do the last crazy ass thing. He's gonna try charging both of these things.
Sure thing. I don't see you anyway, so you might as well.
Who's charging?
Slap
The library.
From way back there?
Yeah, he's got +2 to his charge
He's
rolls.
here, so why does he get +2 to his charge rolls?
Canticle of Hate.
Ah, right. Oh, that's the sorry, not the librarian, the chaplain. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
5.
So 7.
So 7 will get you to this plane, but not to that one. That's more like a 10.
You got a reroll charge or something?
No.
No, what? Marines, no reroll that?
I mean, if you want to know exactly what it is,
It's like a-
it's a 10.
I needed to roll an 8 to get to them.
Yeah.
And
But you do get into this plane.
yeah.
No, 4 CP.
But if you roll a 1, would you? Yeah, but if you roll a 1, you wouldn't get into that one though.
Yeah.
Because the 1 would
6.
be a 6. Yeah. I mean, you've got your kill 1 at least, so.
Yeah, I just want to see if I can at least somewhat hurt. Oh right, y'all don't suffer from that crap.
No, you can't degrade me really.
Beautiful.
I degrade at 2 wounds and then again at 1.
So he's got a base of 3.
Someone's mic is scratching. I don't know.
uh,
Probably just rubbing on someone's shirt.
yeah, because my phone's over there, so it's not interference.
It might possibly be mine. I wouldn't be surprised. So chaplains have a base of 3.
Yeah, so
Four.
I don't know. I don't play with chaplains, so I don't know your
4
stats.
on
If you're not sure, you can check. Like 3 seems low. Like, you sure it's only 3?
It is definitely low.
Well,
Not
either
much
way,
for a
you've
chaplain if it's
you've only hit once, right?
Yeah. Chapter master. Give
I
me
got
10
my
seconds.
codex here. Let's see.
Ditto here.
No, I got it.
All right.
Chaplain. It's just a base chaplain, right? Oh yeah, no, you're right. 3 plus 1, so 4. Yeah, you were right.
Gorgeous.
So you had hit once, right? Or twice?
Chapter Master rerolls.
Ah, right.
So now I'm wounding you on 5s. 6s are... No, this is not the Chaplain relic, so...
No wounds.
So it's not a slap. He doesn't do nothing.
Nope, he did nothing
He's
besides
just-
fart
He's
in the
just
wind.
a chaplain. Well, my plane will now hit you back. And hits once.
Oh! If it does a wound, I
And wounds?
swear to God,
No AP.
don't
My
you
plane's gonna wound you, chaplain.
fucking do it.
No, he's fine.
Good.
You know, you can fly too close to the exhaust and just take some jet fumes. So no wounds from the chaplain.
All right.
Nope.
Ravenguard turn 1. Just barely killed this plane with shooting. Did a few wounds. Did 6 wounds to this thing in total, shooting and a smite. And this Slaplin, not really much of a Slaplin.
No.
Chaplain with a pack. Charged this plane and did nothing. And that is it, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Limp wristling.
Matthew, Ravenguard, turn 1. Killed, holds more, Francois kills more. You got recon, Matthew, yes?
Yep.
No headhunter, and you got old school. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. And Francois is up to 7. So 7 to 5 at the end of round 1. Pretty good comeback, Matthew. And we're going to turn 2 for Iron Hands.
You did kill the right plane because
Yeah.
this is the one that was gonna get me the recon over here. Yeah. So now I have to probably try and advance these guys, like get a 4 probably. Actually, this is to here, so yeah, 4. Get me there. But first, I have to maneuver these planes, and make sure they don't crash next turn. That's always a tricky thing with planes.
So, you know, like against any other army, that would be a fantastic first turn.
So if I move minimum
Unfortunately,
distance
it's Iron Hands.
and I pivot this way,
And there is no God.
I can go here, and then I'll be able to pivot this way and come that way next turn and not crash.
Sounds about right.
All right, so end up being a decent turn for Matthews, keeping him in the game. Got his hold more. He's probably going to regret putting that librarian over there, but we'll see. Also, I was anticipating big hurt from this Slaplin, but it literally did nothing. It's got nothing on it. So anyway, so decent turn though. He did what he needed to do. Kill one plane. Another plane's almost dead. So right for next turn. Got his recon. Got his first strike. So things I needed to do. So hopefully he'll be able to position himself next turn, and hopefully doesn't lose too much this turn. And yeah, so game is on. Turn 2 for Iron Hands coming up.
Target, because I'm not going to spend 3 CP to shoot at him again. The question I have now is, do I run to get recon this turn, or do I just ignore the recon for this turn, just keep maneuvering? I don't need recon this turn. There's still plenty of turns to get it.
There are 6 turns to the game.
So I think I won't. What I'm going to do is, these intercessors, however, are going to move up 6 to here. Start screening out the big stuff.
That's a solid call there, Jimmy.
That was a bit far, actually. These intercessors are going to do the same thing. Now the intercessors in the tank are going to come out and move 6, so that gives them 9. So they here. These guys are going to move 6. These guys are just going to jump in front of that ruin. Okay, now this tank. See these guys over there, guys over there. I'm gonna move about 4 inches this way. I'm gonna make sure that I stay within my 3 inches for the ironstone, my 6 inches for Ferrios. Actually, you can move to here. These are gonna stay stationary. Well, actually, they don't have to stay stationary. You can do this. So I'm on this objective. I'm not going to get hold more anyway. Unless I... Well, actually, if I blow this off, that off, and that off, I could get hold more.
Alright, Iron Hands turn 2 movement. Basically just expanding his bubbles for the upcoming deep strike.
Yeah.
All the intercessors just pushing forward into this little circle here. And that's it. This repulsor moved out a little bit. Things are shifted around. And that techmarine's dead. Come on.
Fell over, he's having a nap.
Okay, Iron Hands turn 2. We'll come back at the end.
Okay, so...
See what we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what we'll see. That's a lieutenant.
All right, pretty conservative movement phase for Francois. Just basically pushing his intercessors out to stop the deep strike for descents. He has left some gaps between his units for wrapping, so we'll see how that goes. There's at least 3 areas I can see a potential wrap. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes, but we'll see how much he can kill in this. Is pretty conservative turn, and he should be able to still get his butchers here, I think, because Matthew didn't hide that well. So we'll see, yeah, see what happens. That's the sparkles.
No.
Doesn't that strat deal out mortal wounds as well? I don't know what strat that is.
Not one of mine. 10 wounds on the scouts at -2.
10 wounds on the scouts. See, like, you should be forced to move through the doctrines. And you have to get CP to go
Like
back.
at most 2 turns, but
Yeah,
even
that would
doing
make
it-
sense that you can go back for CP every turn, so that if you want to stay in Devastator Doctrine all game, it costs you 6 CP.
Yeah, because things that are in Devastator Doctrine are naturally better
10
than
4-ups?
things that affect like the Assault Doctrine.
That's just they're dead, but just there was only 3 left.
You can only get there by like turn 3.
Okay, so the other guns are wasted, but that's okay. I just wanted to get the kill here. Now we're gonna. By the way, I'm saving my CP. I'm not double tapping thunderfires. That's not a mistake. I'm doing that on purpose.
No, I was expecting as much.
This thunderfire into these 3 dudes. Well, actually no, because they can see them. So these into them.
Definitely not -1 to hit.
Nope, they're definitely within 12. Reroll the 1s. It's 3 hits and force the wound. That is 1 wound -3. That's 1 of them dead. This unit into them. 5 shots. Reroll the 1s. Are they? Yeah, I think they're within 12. Actually, I shouldn't measure that. Oh yeah. So that's a miss. So that's 4 hits. That's 4 wounds. -3.
Crikey. So,
That's 3.
Yeah.
Minus 3 troop weapons.
so that's 3 dead. That's Jesus Christ.
And now you're really gonna hate me because now your characters are the
No,
closest.
are all good to go, so they're
I
probably
saw that go.
like
So the first thunderfire cannon on the 1 wound librarian. Number of shots is 3,
Yeah, I'm
5,
fucked.
7, 9 shots.
I am 17 different flavors of fucked.
Reroll the 1s. It's hitting on 3s because you're -1. 3's to wound. I reroll 1 for lieutenant. That is 7 wounds at -2 on your 1 wound librarian.
Jesus. So -2.
Yeah.
So
he's on a
7
1-up right now, so back to 3.
three-ups. Yeah.
He's
Nope,
dead,
he's
but
dead.
just. Yeah.
I think I.
Okay, now the second thunderfire is going to go on the chaplain, which is definitely the closest. Yeah, on the chaplain.
So I think this turn, you should have just given up that corner.
Yeah.
You should have moved that librarian over here. Both of them. Because if you knew you were going to kill this guy.
And not
then
charged.
you had to,
This guy is definitely
didn't
not
have
the
to go over
closest.
there.
He's
Yeah.
like 34. Oh, actually. Yeah, he is closer than the dudes.
Yeah, so next to die is your chaplain.
Yeah, absolutely. Chaplain.
So
or
I'm going to go on the librarian, actually. He is just closer than this guy. That's 2, 4, 6, 9 shots.
Ammo.
3 is rolling 1. No, actually rolling everything. Chapter Master. He's right here. 8 hits. 3s again. Reroll 1. Lieutenant. Nope. That is 4 wounds.
So librarians don't have invulns, so there's
Yeah, so at -2, so 5 ups.
Yep.
Oh, well, he's alive.
He's got 2 wounds, so.
He's got 2 left.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the Thunderfire cannon shot.
But then there's 10 dudes shooting into him.
Yeah. Well, they can't all see him, but enough.
At -3.
So.
Yeah, he's pretty dead.
I would say that these guys can't see him because I didn't think that I was going to be able to do that when I was moving, so that's my bad. But there's definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Also deals out mortals.
6. Really? Does it?
According to the sparkles.
I got it right here. Oh, you're totally right. I've just never used it before, so.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The librarian is destined to die.
Yeah.
Not to be
That's
defeatist,
even better
but
than I
this
thought.
does not look good for me.
To be honest, I've never used it before. Today's the first time I get a chance to fire it off. What was I saying? Oh yeah, 6 of them can see. They are outside of rerolls.
Shout out to the Sparkle Man in the chat right now, informing us that that sniper strat actually does mortal wounds. In addition, so that librarian probably would have died. Anyway, Matthew learning the folly of his ways. He probably should have given up that top right corner instead of putting 2 characters there. Now those infiltrators died, and now Francois just mopping up the chaplain and the 2 librarians with intercessors. So, yeah, that was a big mistake, and he just gave up 2 to 3 characters right there pretty easily to thunderfires.
Reroll the ones. Thankfully. 3 hits. No wounds actually. So
You should have my audio. I'm talking on the big mic over here. Yeah, so unfortunately, that's a mistake by Matthew, and now he's lost a bunch of characters as well. So we'll see. I mean, those characters are not super important, but they were important for the Centurion drop to come down. So, yeah. So, I guess especially against indirect fire, just have to really watch where you put your characters. There's no reason for Matthew to put his guys over in the top right there. He could have just left them over in the top left there where it's safe and turned this into a hammer and anvil game. So, yeah. So we'll see how it goes. Another brutal turn by Iron Hands.
does see the chaplain, and he's the closest.
What's the range on Ferrios' gun?
It's
a heavy
36.
bolter.
It's a heavy bolter, so
Yeah, okay,
he's
cool.
well within range. So 3 shots from Ferrios, 3 hits because he hits on 2s.
The other thing is, if you knew your chaplain was going to kill that jet, just leave him.
2.
Yeah,
Now he's
absolutely.
out in the middle of
2 4-ups from Ferrios.
Absolutely
I
goofed
saw
on
that
that.
one happening when you made that
He's
jet.
dead. That's
2 damage pop?
apiece.
What kind of
Ferrios
heavy
is a
bolter?
mastercrafted heavy bolter.
Oh my god.
110 points, man.
The Gorgon's
Yeah.
Wrath. The Gorgon's
Pay for that
Wrath.
power, okay?
I think that might be the game.
110 points you're paying.
These guys are going to shoot into those guys.
Cool.
Reroll the ones.
John Batch, yes, we will be posting the list. They are on Twitch right now, but if you rewatch it on YouTube, the list will be down below. So that chaplain, of course, shouldn't have charged out because he did nothing, and you could have mathed it that he didn't do nothing, and then those jets fly away, and he's now the closest model. So he just died to Ferrios, super sniper, 2 damage, guns for 110 points. Oh my god. CanHammer Jason intercessors shot at the librarian in the first turn. Yeah, with the sniper thing, yeah. So he would have killed the librarian if he remembered the mortals. Anyway, the librarian died anyway. He was just a bitch.
Thunderfire on the 5 scouts over here. Cool. That's the last of the 3 Thunderfires, and he does 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 shots.
Yeah, the stratagem that lets the stalkers target characters, yeah. As if they also needed that, but yeah. Turns out troops firing -3 damage weapons is good. All right, so Francois just finishing up his shooting here, and he still hasn't shot the repulsor yet. There might not be much for the repulsor to shoot at.
It's got those infiltrators over there.
Those 3?
Yep.
Okay, so now, and that also is a
Were
bit
you
of an
shooting at these
oversight.
guys?
No.
Yeah.
So I was shooting there at the Thunderfire, but my repulsor now can see that lone
Yeah, I
dude.
don't know why you left these guys out there.
I mean,
Again, this has just been a day of mistakes for me.
That-
It's just been a day of
I don't want to
mistakes for
say
me.
anything because I don't want
No,
to
I've been messing up hard
to
today.
influence the game, but
So I'm going to send the small guns into these guys and the laser destroyer into the snipers at the back.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start with laser destroyers. It's minus, but we roll for the chapter master. That's right here. So that's 4 hits. It's 2s. I do believe I'm still in lieutenant. Where's my lieutenant? It's here. Yeah, I'm still in lieutenant reroll range. So that's 4 wounds at -5 on these guys. So they have a 1. You get a 6 up.
You still get a save.
You get a
on
6
-5, which is crazy.
Yeah, you get 1,
In
but
itself,
they are
that's
dead.
crazy,
So 3 dead.
But,
3 dead because it's minimum damage 3.
Yeah, I have a very nagging feeling this might be over.
And the small guns into the infiltrators here.
Again, no reason to put them in line of sight, right?
Yeah, no. I just bunch of mistakes today. Bunch of mistakes.
This is the
You just
onslaught.
snipe this, you think?
Rerolling for chapter master. All hits on the onslaught. Sorry, I'm actually roll that. Okay, rerolling the 1s for lieutenant. So that's cats is 9 wounds at -2 on these guys in cover over there. So you get 4s. So that's 3 wounds?
4.
4 wounds, so 2 die. The heavy bolters, rerolling chapter master. Reroll the 1s, lieutenant. That's 4 more at -2.
Jesus wept.
So another 1 dies. And the iron hail. That's on 2s, 3s, 4s, but we reroll for the chapter master. 4 hits, 4s, 3 wounds. Again, -2 for the iron hail. One wound.
Yep.
And because it will, so I could try and charge to get my recon, but I don't really need to.
Yeah, because I'm not scoring recon anymore.
So I'm going to leave it at that.
Alrighty.
You could fail here if you rolled a 6.
Yep.
Twice.
Mother.
That kind of day, eh?
Do it. Don't you do it.
No, okay, you're fine.
All right, end of Iron Hands turn 2. So those scouts died there because they were sticking out. Those guys who were standing on top of there are dead from repulsor fire because they were sticking out. These 2 guys here took some fire, but they didn't die. These guys took a few guys who didn't die. The librarian took all this shooting. Okay, so first of all, these eliminators died pretty easily, and then that revealed this librarian to fire, and he died. That librarian's still alive for some reason. And this chaplain that was there also died, got sniped out by Ferrios. So a lot of things have died. Some key characters. We'll see.
The biggest one was the chaplain.
So Francois killed, he holds, and you got butchers.
No recon this
and
turn.
no recon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so only 4 points though. So come on to Ravenguard, turn 2. See what happens.
So
Still a
you
game, man. Still a
hold
game.
1 objective.
Oh, you still have centurions coming down.
Yeah.
All right. So while a lot of characters died at only quote unquote a 4 per turn, so it is 11-5 right now. Centurion's coming down, but what is he gonna do? There's no psychic support, no buff support. The Centurion's probably not gonna do that much. So we'll see. Only 4 CP. I think Matthew has to play really smart here and decide what he wants to achieve with the Centurions before dropping them in, and he needs to wrap something, or else they're dead. So we'll see if he can pull this back. I think this is the end if he cannot pull something meaningful back in this turn.
And it's actually, in the grand scheme of things, probably good that I've got this guy hurt, these guys hurt, those guys hurt. Because even if you did get a good, charge in with your centurions, I have easy kills and butchers still. So. Sometimes I get overexcited and I kill too much stuff. Yeah. I'm not even trying to contest objectives right now. I don't need to.
No. You're just going to keep.
Next turn I'll start moving objectives, but it'll be over.
Yeah, no. This is going to probably be done.
Yeah, just show the people what the Centurions can do.
It's gonna take me a second to try and figure out what the hell to do
Yeah,
here.
take your time.
man. It's only 10 o'clock.
No, we usually play till midnight.
Yeah, no, this is probably gonna be about 20 or 30 more minutes. So I got the one. I'm in tactical, but there's not a damn thing I can snipe.
Like characters?
Uh,
Well, I killed the
characters,
snipers,
means of
so-
doing it. So headhunter is gone for me.
Yeah, there's the techmarine there.
Yeah.
I mean, that does give you 2 kills actually if you kill it, because then the gun also
Yeah, see,
explodes.
the problem is you're relying on Headhunter with scouts.
Yeah.
Right?
And
There's
the
one unit
eliminators
of
I'm playing
eliminators
way-
left in here.
Yeah, but your
And one
eliminators
over
were
here.
Too far,
Right.
right?
But again,
And like thunderfires just kill eliminators.
yeah. 36 from Ferrios is right here.
That's
And
Ferrios' base right there.
yeah, there's...
You're not gonna kill Ferrios with 3 games.
No,
Unless you can see him.
I gotta try and just
Even
kill that
then.
captain.
Even then, it's like you don't kill Custodes characters in one turn. Like, still too many units.
So yeah, he's not like the most carefully placed there, but yeah, I'm not worried he's not gonna die. Because he would need to roll max damage and do mortals, and I need to fail all my unbones and all my feel no pains.
They're gonna move up.
And if I get worried, I can play the strat that gives him a 4 up feel no pain.
Swearing's coming out.
Yep.
It's always bad when Matthew starts swearing in weird
No, actually, no, I wouldn't work on a 4 up on Ferrios, because Ferrios doesn't actually have the all flesh's weakness warlord trait. You just have it. He just has a base 5 of feel no pain. So I couldn't play that strat.
I feel bad for you, folks.
I know it's terrible.
It's just horrible.
I'd like to point out that I was going to bring my ultramarines, and he asked for this.
No, I did. I absolutely asked for this. But God almighty, I hate Iron Hands.
They're awful. I agree.
They're the worst. Gonna advance this guy.
Make sure you hide him.
Mm-hmm. Right, get in there. Alright, he's going in.
He's just on the ground floor. Yeah.
Any other movements I need to do?
Yeah, what are you planning to kill this turn?
You need to think about what you're going to do with your centurions. Is what you need to do.
Yeah.
And the problem is you don't really have a good spot to drop them. And if you were to drop them, say there, and wrap something there, they're out of position,
Yeah.
and they're not doing anything the rest of the game.
I can try going here.
If you go here, you might be able to wrap this guy.
Yeah.
But
I need at least a 10-inch charge. Which is...
well, you can drop 9 away, so you need
Oh,
your
you lost your plus to charge.
yeah.
no, that's what I'm saying.
As Ferrios' Gorgon's Wrath just sniped the.
And those guys are so big they won't fit. Like they won't fit in this building.
Nope, absolutely not.
Maybe we could drop them here.
Yeah, 9 away there. Then no Overwatch. Although the Overwatch from 5 dudes isn't.
Yeah, it's not
You
insane.
could always drop back here and charge around the building. So.
But there, they just I'm just gonna
Yeah,
ignore
no.
them the rest of the game.
Gotta give it a shot.
Yep.
Here?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we know it's 9, but yeah, you're about. You could be a little bit closer, but we know it's 9 for the charge. So. Oh yeah, 9 from the plane as well, eh? So you have to be careful with how big your bases are.
Mm-hmm.
And 9 from them.
Yeah, they're so big.
Centurions look silly.
They really do.
Yeah, I don't think that the GW guys were like, yo, dudes, we need to sell more Centurions.
No, I'm pretty sure they never.
Centurions being so good was totally unintended.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they forgot Centurions existed when they wrote those rules.
Just gonna move these guys out of the way.
Pretty sure they forgot Centurions even existed.
Oh my good God.
Are yours magged for different loadouts? Or?
Nope, I'm a masochist.
Okay.
So 9 from there. 18. Oh, Alright. So essentially they're this strip. Right?
Yeah, it's a 9-inch charge. We know what it is. You don't need to fuss about.
Because my back can't take it anymore. Alrighty.
All right, the last gasp by Ravenguard. The Centurions have come down here. You can charge through the cover here into these guys. Maybe wrap something up. Actually, quite well triangulated by this jet. These dudes here and those dudes. So not a lot of options for Matthew.
There was just enough room.
Yeah, there's definitely no way he's hitting this back line.
No.
And then
Smash
things just kind
Captain.
of shifted around. Oh yeah, Smash Captain. Yeah.
Where's he gonna go?
Doesn't he have some kind of deny Overwatch or something?
Didn't go Shadow Master on him.
Oh.
You should have.
I should have. I really should have.
Oh.
Forgot your hijinks.
Tough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, because then, like, with the captain support, I jump the ball in here and go for it.
Mm-hmm.
No Overwatch. Try and wrap something here, because if you can achieve that, then next turn.
Then this
it's
back line is in
business,
trouble.
right?
Yeah.
And whatever.
Yeah. The goal was to be able to get the chaplain and the captain across, but I did some stupids.
Yeah, but like you might consider that as a last gasp, right? Like what's gonna happen here? Like you kill a few guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just hope to wrap.
Cool. Where'd the captain come in?
The captain's gonna try and go here.
He's gonna try to go for the plane.
Oh, he's dropped in the back there. Okay.
Yeah, really risky.
Okay. So we'll come back at
You
the
can
end
drop
of
him in a way that I
Yeah.
won't be able to
No.
see it.
Turn
No.
to
And
Ravenguard.
do be mindful. You need to be 9 from that plane as well. Eh?
Yeah. So I'm probably gonna put him somewhere else.
Well, he can go
Yeah.
here probably. Right, 9 away behind the wall, so that.
Okay, so Matthews dropped in a Smash Captain there on the left of the screen to try and take out a plane. Arguably, he could have taken out the other plane because that plane on the left only has 4 wounds left. Should be able to plink that off. Centurion shooting. And then the Centurions dropped in there to try and tie something up in the middle of the board there, make his way into the castle. I argued that maybe he could have just dropped the captain and the Centurions on the right side there and trying to hit the main castle. Just for funsies is probably looking pretty dire. But so we'll see how it goes. Not too much left on the board and no plus to charge strat, so everything's on a 9-inch charge. So we'll see how that goes.
So that's 1 mortal and 2 boots.
Yes, I've got AP minus.
I have 4 up and bone.
Yeah.
It's AP minus 1, right? Or
Mhm.
2. The mortis round. Check. I think it's 2 actually.
I believe
I'll roll the
it's
dice and see if it makes a difference. So I fail 1 and I make 1 either way.
Gorgeous.
So you got 1 going through for D3. 2 plus the mortal, so that's 3 total. Now this captain is the warlord trait, giving him a 5 up indom. 5 up feel no pain rather. So
Alrighty.
3 wounds. I
It is nice. No.
I make
you
3
can-
feel no pain.
You can go fornicate yourself. You can go fornicate yourself, sir.
I'm not even going to put the meme up.
Oh my God.
In this setting.
There is no God. There is none. There's none. These 2 snipers are gonna go into that little asshole.
Okay.
Alright.
Don't you get a +1 to hit?
Characters.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah, and you ain't giving me no glow holes. So
Nope.
decent. Returning to that, hitting on 3s.
Can you see it?
Did I fuck up? I believe I did.
I just don't understand why. Okay. Now, I would have put my captain to attack that plane. Since you're trying to shoot this plane anyway. It's only got 4 wings. And you got some flamers on this guy.
Yeah.
Are they 8-inch flamers?
Yeah, yeah,
You can't flame out of deep strike.
Yeah.
Not unless you go long range marksman.
yeah.
Dan being sarcastic, maybe? Getting a solid variety of armies on the screen? And hitting me where it hurts.
You know, I would love to bring my Tyranids, but it's just not fun to play them anymore.
Hitting me where it hurts, Dan.
Actually, if we want, we could do a duel at a mediocre. You play your Dark Angels, I'll play my Tyranids.
Yeah, man, I'll bring my Dark Angels out with my crazy Razorbacks.
So I'm going to.
That's all you're shooting? Did you do psychic things already?
I don't think I did
Go,
psychic.
go back and do it.
Sorry.
No, go back and do it.
Smite that thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gorgeous. Does
3. There you go.
gorgeous.
3 6s, here we go.
Don't you?
No 6s.
And he is going to shadow step himself.
Okay, can you put that on the base, please?
Absolutely.
Shadow step, yep.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's anywhere you can with it.
No.
Alrighty. So Chapter Master, continue on with shooting.
Yeah.
And shooting to that.
Yep. Hits.
He's on 5. No.
Does he have like the crazy 4 damage gun?
No, that would be giving him marksman's honors.
Ah. Either way, no wound.
Mm-hmm.
Charge phase.
Yeah, these eliminators are just going to...
What's funny is, with a charge with Centurions, even if he attacks with his base attacks, he might kill enough that it's not possible to wrap.
Can you see this techmarine?
Nope,
Well, you
just
don't
the
need to see
thunderfire itself, or I can use the non...
You could use the non-line of sight rounds.
Yeah, they don't do mortal wounds, but to hell with it. Might as well give it a crack. So, 2s.
Yeah, 3 hits.
Wounding on 3s.
Isn't it still strength 5? It'd be 2s, right?
+1 to wound.
Yeah. So
Right. Strength 2s to wound.
Right. Okay, so 3 wounds?
Minus...
-1 on that one.
Yes, sir.
All saved.
No cover, eh?
No,
Alright,
I rolled 4s and 6s.
sure.
I'm not even in cover actually with that guy. For some reason he's not touching the terrain.
Alrighty,
Charge the plane.
Lieutenant's gonna try shooting at this one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll take what I can get. Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, alrighty. So it's how far to them? Way out.
Well, you want to charge the plane? Anyway.
Yeah, he's gonna charge the plane. 9.
No.
I'm gonna spend a CP to do it, because I don't
Okay.
have a choice. Come on, do it for daddy.
Yes. He gets in. All right, that should do it.
Yeah. Putting it at 10, basically put it right here.
Yep.
And then the other big one. Centurions.
Yep. No. You've already used it. I would have
Yeah.
started here, honestly, but nope.
Christ.
I mean, at least they're in cover. They have a 1-up save.
Yep.
Yeah. How many points is that?
That's a lot of points.
250 something?
It's not too
Back when
bad.
your units are like 500 points.
Like 6 bikes. How much is 6
Get
bikes?
shot off.
Alright, you know what? He's gonna charge there as well.
Okay. All right, let's Overwatch. Gatling. 5, zeroing 1s. No 1s, but I do hit 3 times, 4
4.
times.
5.
I wound twice, and I'm going to roll to wound here. I wound 3 times, -2. He's dead. He had 2 wounds. Oh no, he's got 1 wound left.
Yeah.
The autocannons. 5, 0 1s. Roll those 1s. 1 hit. Nope.
Thank you.
The missiles. 2 hits.
Stop it!
2 wounds, -2.
Oh, this is probably where it ends. That was so stupid.
Hey, to be honest, I would have just thunderfired him to death next turn.
Yeah.
Now you don't have to.
No, I don't have to.
Yep. Right. Well, I'm gonna do my last play of the game then.
Attack.
Oy vey. Rolling once because of his fine self, but hitting on 2s, 3s.
Shoot you guys.
I'm also going to slow them down to 2-inch move.
Yeah, no, so 2 and -3.
2 at -3. Oops, sorry, that was way too many. I'll just redo that. Nope. He's dead.
6 damage.
He does not explode. Oh, actually, I need to do my fill of pains just in case I roll 5
Goes.
6s.
Bunch of 6s.
No. So he is dead, does not explode, and I did not get my fill of pains. All right, well, you get a kill.
Alrighty.
That's
Okay.
important.
So consolidate towards the nearest one.
Which would be these guys, so you can come 3 inches this way.
Well, you can move any direction
Right.
as long as you end up this way.
So you could go.
Yeah, he's
there,
gonna go.
actually.
Okay, Ravenguard turn. Unfortunately, disappointing. This plane did die. The smash captain had to kill it in the end. All this shooting did like nothing. A few mortal wounds done to that guy by this librarian, who then decided to charge and died in Overwatch. And these centurions, of course, failed their 9 discharge. And that is it. So, bottom of 2. Ravenguard.
This actually ended up worse than the first one.
You hold more, Matthew?
No, definitely not.
We hold the same right now.
Hold the
Yeah,
same?
yeah,
Oh,
no.
And then you probably got to kill more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got recon? No.
Nope.
Senator? No.
Nope.
Okay, so you just got 2 points.
Yeah, no. This is
7 and it's 12.
this is gonna be the last turn here.
So it's 12 to 7. Okay, let's just play out top of 3. I know already what's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
Let's play out top of 3 and then we'll be back.
Yeah, because now I'm going to advance these intercessors to go into this stable quarter. They go 12. Okay.
Jesus wept.
So up to here.
Give you a hand or are you good?
I'm good. We'll just kind of eyeball it since we're at that point.
So it looks like we're bringing Iron Hands.
So this plane, can you just pivot it 90 degrees this way and move it 20?
All right, so it's a bad turn for Matthew there. Gave up his librarian for nothing, really. Needed the smash captain to kill that one plane. And the Centurions, of course, failed their charge. Now they're going to get picked off by the repulsor. And then also they're going to get half moved by the thunderfires. So they're basically done. So I think this is it. We're going to play at the top of this turn and see what's left and go from there.
I can go front to front.
I'll be stunned if there's anything left. Cards on the table.
Here.
Yeah, because how big your bases were and how you were forced to drop.
Yeah, I can see them.
Yeah, you can't hide from this thing.
No, I'm fine.
I mean, I can just see the back end of this dude, but I'm going to fire first. So, and just in case, so what I would do,
left?
just what I would do to just be super sure is I would actually move these guys back, like to here, just to move them out of the way, and then I would thunder fire them so they have a 2-inch move now,
Yeah.
and they're no longer a threat. So I'm going to spend the 1 CP to do the tremor shell, but first I need to fire the repulsor. So everything into them. Actually, no, I need to move, so I'm going to advance my characters to give them 6. Well, I just keep rolling 6s on my advances. Ferrios, 5. Use 5 base, so 10, so you can go to here. And now we're all in 3 inches. So 2 shots from the laser destroyer, 3s, they will hit, because Ferrios gives them a 2 up that ballistic skill. Actually, their toughness 5, so 2s do wound. 2 wounds. Minus 5 gets, because it's strength 10.
Oh.
How many CP do I have left?
No, it's a super last
I'm
cannon.
out of CP?
No, you got 4 CP, 3 CP.
I'm pretty sure it's strength 10. Now you're making me doubt myself.
Yeah, no, you should be strength
It's
about
definitely strength 10, right?
at least 9. No, 10. It's souped up las cannons. What's gonna try?
Yeah, it's totally strength 10. AP minus 5. Well, 4, but I'm in devastated doctrine. So.
Go for it.
So minus 5 means you have 2 saves of 6 ups, because you have a 1 up right now. So you make 1, so it's minimum damage 3, but it's you have 4 wounds, right? So you need to roll that. And nope, 1's on 1 wound left. Now we'll do, so all this, we'll need to do the small guns. 12 shots from the heavy onslaught. Rerolling for chapter master. That's 3s. Oh, I forgot to move the lieutenant. Oh well. He's just hanging out in his little building. 2, 4, 6 at minus 2. So this brings you back up to a 3. So that one dies, and the next one takes 2 wounds.
Yep.
The heavy bolter. Reroll. And that is going to be 3 wounds at minus 2. So back to 3s. Wow. So that one dies, 1 wound carries over.
I need a cigarette.
Well, this won't be long now.
Oh, I know.
The Iron Hail, now this one's on 4s, but we're rolling Chapter Master. I'll hit. And this is 5s. No wounds. I guess I'll do the, I'm not even going to bother with the Storm Bolters. We are going to do the thunderfire cannons. So we'll do the one with the tremor shell first, so I don't forget. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 shots. This is 3s because you're far away. So I have hit you 4 times. Now I wound you on 5s, but you are tremored. So I wound you once. Oh, the lieutenant is there, so those ones I can reroll. I wound you once. Minus 2, so 1 more wound. That guy dies. The next thunderfire cannon. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. Reroll the 1. I'll hit. 4 is to wound. Reroll the 1, lieutenant. So that's going to be 4, 5, 6 wounds. Minus 2, so back to 3s.
Watch. Oh, get the fuck out of
Failed
here.
4 again. I think your dice are just telling you you're done.
Yeah.
That's one more dead. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
No. I would be doing the exact same thing. I'm just fighting off.
Last under fire. 2, 4, 6 shots. 3s, you roll the 1. That 2 misses. 4s. 2 wounds. You failed. You failed 1 again. So 1's on 3 wounds remaining. Just for continuity's sake, these 5 guys are going to shoot.
Yep.
The 3 misses, roll the 1, 3 hits. That's going to be 5s. That's 1 wound minus 3 this time, so you go to a fail. You could have 4. That's 2 damage, down to 1.
Minus 3 AP, 2 damage for troop weapons.
That plane is not fired, so I still don't have a kill actually. So I'm going to shoot the plane.
Kill these centurions.
Well, the plane's not going to finish centurions off.
There's only 5 wounds left.
There's only 2 dudes left here, right?
Yeah.
So the plane's going to go into those 2 dudes, just guaranteed a kill. Reroll the 1. I'm probably outside of 12, so it'd be 4.
Of them, yeah.
That is 4 wounds at minus 2. So 4 4-ups. They're dead. Okay, so that gives me my kill, and that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty.
All right. End of Iron Hands turn 3. Centurions down to 5 wounds left. These scouts back here died, and that's it. So, we carrying on?
No, that's it. That's the game. That's absolutely the game. Good
Yeah,
game.
All right.
nothing else.
No.
I mean, these centurions
Alright.
would now be moving 2
No, yeah,
inches.
and-
so.
Yeah, Centurions are tremor shells are only moving 2 inches.
At most, I have an 8-inch threat range if I roll 12 on
Now,
the
if
charge.
this was a tournament, you could still hold. You could still get a kill probably, but the points would be unclimbable.
Yeah. Okay, so how do you think it went? Okay, so the obvious mistakes, Matthew, obviously, I think you gave up those characters over there.
Yeah.
A couple of guys you didn't move into cover when you could have. You know, those are small little mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Strategically, I felt like you deployed badly.
Very much so.
I think Francois pretty much gave you indication that most of his stuff was going over there. So you could have tried to turn this into a Vanguard or even a hammer and anvil to save stuff. And I think you deployed too aggressively and you gave up a lot of stuff on
Oh,
this
yeah.
turn. And then, like, you know, you put your aggressors right into harm's way. Because your first turn job was to weather 3 planes and try and kill 3 planes. That's your first job, and not eat repulsor for at least 2 turns if you can help it.
Yeah.
So I think that was the main error, and then everything just snowballed from there, right?
Pretty
'Cause
much.
You're trying to come back then, and then, you know, like all your snipers were out of position, couldn't actually snipe anything, and then you picked Headhunter. So yeah, I think that was about it. Thunderfires are gross. Like,
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it. You're just getting shelled all game, and you can never reach them. And, you know, your army is kind of like my army.
Yeah.
You know, it's short range assault. It's not. You don't have a lot of shooting. You're not going to be taking out most of the stuff back here ever. So you're just going to have to score enough points at the first 3 or 4 turns and hope you survive, because you can't hide anywhere.
Yeah.
So
Turn 1, you could have deployed in a way that the only things on my side shooting would have been the thunderfires and the planes. And if you deploy all on this side of the board to get my planes to shoot you, I'm now putting them in an awkward spot where I'm going to having trouble maneuvering, or you might be able to kill them.
Yeah, essentially not trying to contest this
So
point would have been
essentially,
good.
forget this entire half of the board.
Yeah.
Now, the thing though is I started castling up here after he started deploying units on there, right?
Yeah.
Because I started here and then here and then here, and I went back there, and there was already 3 units there when I started just piling everything in this ball.
Yeah, but then you know, it was still a little bit too over aggressive because you had the +1 as well,
Yeah.
right? So like you just have to deploy defensively,
Yeah.
and if he gives you first turn, then fine, you do nothing, but then he probably does nothing either. So.
Yeah.
You know, actually, like, I would have tried to switch it to Vanguard or Hammer Ambo, and I would have hit this for 3 kills,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Yep.
And an objective. So, like, this is the easy thing to do. That was the hard thing to do.
Yeah.
You can't go into this part of the table. You're fucked, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then and then of course the deep strike kind of when you gotta wait till turn 2. And, yeah. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. My army is pretty easy to play. Basically, you just see what you can see and
dice.
kill things. It's like there's not a ton of there's not a ton of skill involved. If I'm honest, the Ravenguard is much harder to play.
Yeah.
I think the
Especially in this matchup.
so the
Yeah.
floor is much lower for Ravenguard because you can mess up and the game can just slip away from you.
Do what
The
happened this
ceiling, I think, is also higher than even Iron Hands. The reason I like Iron Hands is if I'm playing a 4-game tournament over a day, I want to play something that's easy because my brain just melts otherwise.
Yeah, I think Ravenguard and White Scars, if played well, is better than Iron Hands.
I think so.
But
I'm not there yet.
you probably need more practice. And then
Absolutely.
if you're not playing well and you make mistakes, you're just getting blown off the table because that's just what happens against Iron Hands.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you were playing my Custodians list, I would have died too. Like -2, 2 damage, thunderfires without line of sight. Like
Thunderfire is one
I
damage.
got
but
like
still, yeah.
15 models. Like I just get blown off the table.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, cool. Well, that was Grudge match number 1. I hope everybody enjoyed that.
Jesus.
Didn't turn out to be
I don't think
too
Matt enjoyed it too much.
No,
Now
I
we've
didn't.
got an even bigger Grudge.
I definitely need a cigarette after that. That's the politest way I'll put it.
As the Space Marine players, so maybe there'll be a rematch.
So yeah, it looks like we're taking Iron Hands.
I think
to the-
I'm going to lend you my knights to play.
Oh god, I hate
So
knights.
thanks everybody for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Yeah, because objectively speaking, Death Watch are not great creatures.
No. And although if you wanted to, you could play Iron Hands, and I would play Knights if you really don't want to play Knights.
All right, stream. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for supporting. And tune in Thursday for Custodians Tactica Part 7
Those are
on
my
list
dice.
building.
You don't go in there.
And next week we're going to try and bring another Grudge match.
No,
of some
I'd
sort,
lend you
so
the
we'll
army.
stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching.